In this video, I'm going to show you how to get Waterfall Badge in Cave Diving Experience in Roblox. So, first equip your lantern, put on your headlamp, and then over here, as you can see there's the waterfall up here. So this is actually the one you can get the badge for. So if you actually want to do this, first, familiarize yourself with the controls, so R to ragdoll, shift to shift lock, and C to crawl, and then on the controller and mobile, it is how it says on this board. Now, to get over there, you will actually have to go through this passage over here, which is kind of the water passage. So just jump in here, and then you want to make your way down here. So let me just move like around this person over here. There we go. And then you want to keep on continuing until you see a Easter Island statue. There we go. There it is. So you want to then go up here where you can see the red arrow. Just go up, go up, go up, and then eventually you'll come to this part where you have to start crawling, and then just go in through this sandy part over here. So just make your way through here. It can be a bit tricky at parts. If it gets too tricky, you can go in backwards as well. This usually does help. And the way to actually go backwards, there's a nice little trick. You just want to go to first person, and then you want to start crawling backwards like this. Okay, so this is the way you can actually do it. Now, if it gets dark, usually just waiting a bit will help and it will enlighten. And then you basically just want to follow this tunnel over here, and you can already see over there, there's like the waterfall in the distance. That's where we want to get to. Now, again, if you get stuck, go through backwards. You can use the ragdoll, etc. Now, over here, you can see I've just kind of fell into a little cave over here. Don't mind that. Just go through that and then keep on continuing through the tunnel on the other side over here, because this one is the correct, or should be the correct path. So it's a bit dark. There we go. We're just gonna continue. Try to squeeze yourself through these parts. It can be a bit tricky. If it gets hard, just try getting in backwards, because some of these parts really do seem impossible until you are in there. There we go. As you can see, it was a bit easier now. You can even see out of the map over here a bit. Let me go backwards. Try to see this to finesse my way. There we go. Went through there. And then you're gonna eventually fall into a different cave over here. You can just go up towards this sign which says Subzero. You want to make yourself down here through this Subzero. And let me just get through here. Let me go backwards actually, because I think it's gonna be easier. There we go, going backwards. I'm just sliding down this, so it's actually quite simple if you go backwards. And it's essentially just a tunnel over here, which is quite easy to go through. Now, over here, there we go, Subzero. You're just gonna be able to scale this very, very quickly, and then you're gonna fall down, and there we go. Somebody's even wanting help over here. I think it's in the nearby facility. There we go. Then I even got a Subzero badge over here actually, and from here you just have to continue. So I think you have to go like, let me see, I think you have to go down here if I'm not mistaken. There we go. Yeah, there's a like a tunnel. I'm gonna try to ragdoll myself in here. Doesn't work. Let me try to go backwards. Doesn't work either. Is it maybe up here? Oh yeah, here it is. There we go. Have to go through this part. And then once you're here, you can try making your way through here like backwards. There we go. And then, of course, just keep on continuing, because this is what it's gonna, of course, require you to do. Sometimes you're gonna have to climb up a bit, like me. There we go. Or is this where we came from? Oh, it could be where I actually came from. I'm not sure. So, yeah, some of these parts can be a bit challenging to get through. If they get challenging, just go back and forth, and then you'll be able to find your way out. So, let me see really quickly if I can find the actual way forward over here. Now, it doesn't seem to be over here. Is it down here below? So, I came from that part. It could be over here. Yeah, there we go. There it is. So you have to just keep on crawling through. It's gonna be a bit tricky, but this part isn't too hard, I think. And then, of course, you're gonna eventually get to the waterfall, and then you're gonna get the waterfall badge. So there we go. It's a bit tight. Let me just try to go in backwards. Of course, the backwards method always works perfectly. How about over here? Seems like this is impossible, but I do think it should be doable if I go backwards again. But yeah, but guys, this is basically the correct way. So you have to go just the route I went. This is basically the correct way. I don't think there's a different way to there than this one. And once you figure this out, and then once you squeeze yourself through these parts over here, you'll be able to eventually kind of, I guess, glitch through these parts and then get to the waterfall. And that is where you can get yourself your badge, okay? So that's pretty much that. Just follow this part. I can't really squeeze through here. Oh, there we go. I finessed my way through this. I don't know how I did this, but there we go. So you just have to keep on continuing, and then you can already see kind of the opening. So that is where you want to be heading towards. And then there we go. Let's see if I can now. Oh, I got stuck again. And yeah, so just keep on continuing. Just keep on going. And yeah, by the way, sometimes what does happen if you get stuck, you can also start crawling and then decrawling, so standing again, and that will kind of boost you through. And sometimes you can glitch through parts quite easily. And over here, you want to just keep continue, and I think this one is the way over here. There's a bunch of different ways. It can get a bit messy, so essentially you just have to try and squeeze yourself through one of these little holes, and then you will get to your goal. Okay, so yeah, let's see where we come. Oh, this is actually a dead end, so I messed that up. You want to go back up, and then you actually want to go to the correct passage. So that's pretty much it. Find the correct passage over here. You'll be able to get to the waterfall, and then in there you'll be able to get yourself the Waterfall Badge. So I hope this video helped you out. If it did, please subscribe to the channel and help me out as well.